Gene Alexander's rookie season has been tough at times, but the Haitian-born midfielder continues to keep a positive perspective.
It was a great experience, just want to thank God, for giving me the opportunity to do what I do for a living. Like I said, I know there's a lot of kids out there who wants to be in my position, so I'm grateful for it.
While his production this season hasn't matched that of some of his fellow first-rounders, head coach Jason Kreis still believes he was the right selection.
First and foremost, the thing that you notice about a player like Gene Alexander is his athletic ability and his size and his strength. He's a guy that can cover a lot of ground and get his body around the field pretty well for you. He's a guy that you feel like in the middle of midfield can put the fear of God in some opposing players. We saw him do that at the Combine well. We saw him play that way when we played them the year before in preseason, and felt like he's a guy that has some tools that could be developed in that position, in the middle midfield, or in other positions. I feel like he has the potential and the ability to not only play in the midfield, could play an outside back, could play a center back, spent some time at forward in college. So I think he's a player that has a lot of versatility and a lot of potential still.
Alexander has spent a good deal of the season on loan to USL team Austin Aztecs, and Kreis sees the positives and negatives from the loan spell.
I think he's gained some valuable experience with the USL, with the Austin Aztecs in particular, but was asked to play a different position than we really envisioned him playing. We think the long-term future for Gene Alexander is in the middle of midfield. He played a lot as a forward there in Austin. And so we sacrificed a little bit there as well. We got him some experience, but probably not the position we would have loved. Probably the most valuable thing that he gained from that is to play meaningful matches. Those games down there count for something. There's fans there. He's got other professionals around him that are competing for money and competing for jobs, and it's a good experience. As a young professional, you've got a lot to learn about the game, and it's never going to hurt you to be able to play in a few positions.
In recent weeks, with injuries and suspensions in the midfield, Gene has been given a couple of chances to play, including the entire second half of an important match away to Kansas City.
I thought I did well, coming in a situation like that where the game was tight. It was 1-0, we needed to win, and I haven't played barely all season, and to come in that situation and perform, I thought I did well. I think it left definitely a good note from the coaches, perspective, because now they see me in a game and extended time a game, and hopefully they can see that I can get the job done and I could perform when the team needs me. After playing that half in Kansas, it took a huge load of me, because until that point, no one really knew if I could get it done at that level, and after Kansas, my confidence was high.
Can we develop as a club? Can we move forward? Can we take the next step so that we're consistent winners? We don't have to come down to the end of the season and be really, really frightened that we might not make the playoffs. If we can do that as a club, then we can get players like Gene more opportunities. That's certainly the goal, to be more consistent in the team and to get opportunities for young players like Gene Alexander to develop in.
Kreis also believes the player has a great deal of as-yet untapped potential.
Our evaluation of Gene's potential hasn't changed. We think it's off the charts, and it may happen next week. It may happen at the beginning of next year. It may happen in the middle of next year. It may happen not until the third year for Gene as a professional player. And in the end, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's important. What I think is important is that he does reach his potential, or come pretty darn close to his potential at some point, and that he can maintain that for a lot of years and have a successful career.
Gene is currently back with the Austin Aztecs for some friendlies in England, but hopes to rejoin the team for the end of the season and hopefully the playoffs.